Amongst the next-gen Indian business leaders making their debut at Davos is Shashwat Goenka, Vice Chairperson of the RP-Sanjiv Goenka Group. He's joining us here at the India Today and Business Today studios at the World Economic Forum at Davos. Welcome to Davos. Welcome to our studios. How has year one been for you? What are your key takeaways?
I think it's been phenomenal. With the kind of the connects that you can make here, and more importantly, I think what's been phenomenal is the business discussions that you can have, and there are also a lot of ideas that are brewing, and there's a lot of inspiration to be taken from here.
There's a lot of conversation happening about urban distress, right?
Yes.
With you head up Spencer's Retail. What is it that you're picking up about urban consumption and the prospects of urban distress being for real?
So forget the global context, I'll talk about the India context. And I think from the India context perspective, last year was a year which was not amazing for consumption, but it was not bad when you look at the global economies as well. But we're looking at 2025 very bullishly. We believe there is going to be a strong comeback to consumption, especially with the budget that's going to be happening in the next week. So very, very excited about that.
Do you want to talk a bit about your key expectations from the budget and what you think Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman should be doing to try and spur demand and consumption?
Sure. I think after the government came back to power last year, and with the budget that happened in June, July last year, I think they laid out 4 critical paths for India, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to build on each of those, right? Looking at not just the middle, but even the poor, and trying to upgrade each level of Indian consumers, right? And I think there is a lot of consumption growth which we're expecting to see, not just in urban and semi-urban, but also in rural.
The RP-Sanjiv Goenka Group is a 220-year-old conglomerate.
Yeah.
As you step into playing a more active role in the management of the group, what are the key sectors that excite you the most, and which is the direction that you wish to build on?
So for us, like you said, we're 220 years old. Always been a group primarily grown through acquisition, but I think a lot of sectors that I'm very excited about, beginning with energy, where we were historically primarily thermal based, but we're now doing a full green transition. We're looking to set up 5 gigawatts, which are hybrid between wind and solar over the next 3.5 years, and these are all at different stages of commissioning / different project levels in different stages, and the aspiration is to get to 10 gigawatts in the next 7 years, and I think that's something that I'm very, very excited and very bullish about. So that's the first one. Second is we've always had PCBL, which is our carbon black company, and we earlier in 2024 diversified that to become more of a chemicals company, and we acquired a company called Aquapharm, and we're looking to further diversify into more chemicals as we grow that business. So very excited about that. Then when you talk about our IT-enabled services business, First Source, very excited on that front as well. We've been having, in the last 4 quarters, we've had growth which has been much higher than the industry average. We're in fact leading the industry as far as revenue growth is concerned. We're also improving our margins. There is huge potential for growth there, primarily serving the US and the UK, and very, very excited about that business as well. Also excited about a lot of our other businesses, but I'm sure we'll talk more about it.
No, but some of them are not as exciting as the cricket businesses.
Yes.
And how has that acquisition gone from your lens, and you're still chasing the elusive title?
Absolutely, always. I think like in all our businesses and in cricket, you're always playing to win, right? And without that, no one remembers who comes second, right? You only remember the winner. So I think that is the objective for us, and that has been over the last 3 seasons as well. But very, very happy with that investment. I think today for us the valuations are already close to double, so it's been a great investment from that perspective. And sports is a business that we will be looking to invest a lot more in over the next couple of years as well.
What are the trends that you're seeing play out internationally, particularly with Donald Trump becoming president of the United States? American businessmen are very bullish on prospects of the American economy and the impact on their companies. How do you see that impact conglomerates like yours?
So for us, I think we operate in the US as well for some of our businesses, and of course I think that's something that we're very excited about, because I believe the economy is going to revive pretty strongly for the US, and that will help us in our businesses. But even otherwise, I think trade relations between US and India are going to improve, and that will also help significantly across the value chain, across all industries.
What impact are you expecting from additional tariffs if they are placed on a country like India? How do you see that impact the prospects of companies like yours?
when you look at companies like ours that are doing business across multiple countries, of course, you have your home countries and then you have countries that you service, and every country will have some protection measures that they will put for their economies to improve, right? So I think that's just part and parcel of doing business. But I think overall, all in all, it'll be good for the US economy, it'll be good for the Indian economy, and it'll be good for both the economies put together. So I think overall, we are very excited. We've been very happy with the overall outcome of the election.
So you run a cricket team. What sports do you play in your personal life?
So a recent sport that I've picked up is pickle, which is a lot of fun. It's also a quick game, but I've always played badminton, and that's been a passion of mine.
And you said that you picked up several new ideas here at Davos. Do you want to take us through some of the ideas that excite you, that you hope to build on?
So there's been a lot of conversation around energy transition, both wind and solar, and green hydrogen in Davos, and I've been part of a few of these conversations, and that's something that I find very exciting. Like I said, the energy transition is a big part of what we're looking to invest in as a group. And so I think that is going to be one space for us, which is going to be big, and a lot of ideas that I've taken away individually on solar, on wind, on green hydrogen, and we're going to look at all three of them very seriously.
This has been a fascinating conversation, for taking our time, joining us in the chilly weather here at Davos. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's get back in, let's get warm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Good, bad.